Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to Girls Got Game. We have 4 of us in the room today. We seem to not be able to get a consistent number in here, but it's flu season. It's coronavirus season. So, Natasha
No one here has coronavirus.
No, we're good. Natasha is sick today, so it's just going to be myself, Ella, Emma, Kennedy, and Elizabeth. But we have something really fun planned for us and for anyone listening. We're going to do a Women in Sports quiz. So I have 20 trivia questions. We're going to make it competition-based, so I'll count how many questions each Kennedy, Elizabeth, and Natasha get right. And at the end, you win.
Do we win a prize?
What do we win?
A high five. I'm sorry, I don't have any prizes.
I'll take a high five.
Okay. It'll be fun, though.
I think we should win like Tim's or something.
Ooh.
Free iced coffee.
Ooh,
True,
I
that's
was
a good
going to
one.
get one after the show anyway. So
was I.
I got a
Look
win.
at that.
Iced coffee on me, then. To whoever wins. Okay. So we'll do the 20 questions. I think we have lots of time to discuss in between these athletes, and a lot of these are athletes that we actually haven't really talked about much on the show, which is cool. I feel like we talk about a lot of young Canadian athletes a lot, so this one's going to be different. There's a lot of American athletes. There's a couple athletes that we haven't really seen do much in the past couple years, so it's going to be a bit of a throwback. But it'll be fun to talk about. And then afterwards, we have a couple updates from the women in sport world that we can talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how it's going to work is I have a question. I'll read out the question, and I'll read out the 4 options for answers. Some of the questions are pretty obvious, so I'm not going to give you guys the 4 options. I'll just hope that you guys know it. And I guess whoever just says it first will get the point.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I feel like we're all respectable enough that we'll know who says it first.
Yeah.
We got
Wait,
this.
so we just say, we don't raise our hands, we just say it?
I mean, you can if you want, but no one else will see you raise your hand.
Okay, I'll just,
It doesn't really matter.
I'll just say it.
Just yell it.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Wait, do we have to wait for you to finish all 4? Because what if like the first one
True.
is the option? I think we have to. If you're gonna say all 4, I think we should wait for all 4. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll tell you if I'm going to say all 4.
Okay.
Okay, so this one I'm going to say all 4 because I don't think anyone would know this one.
Okay.
Okay. So, question. How many Grand Slam titles, singles, doubles, and mixed doubles combined, does Serena Williams have? Your options are 39, 38, 18, and 27.
I swear it's not as many as 39.
39 is a lot.
38.
I'm going to go with
I'm
27.
gonna go 38.
yeah, 27.
Okay, so Elizabeth and Kennedy said 27. Emma, you said 38.
Yeah.
It's 39.
Really?
I was
do
gonna
I win
go
for
with
closest?
that.
I did not think it was that many, and then I don't know why I went one less, but I was like, it can't be 39.
I was going to say 39 because like
But
that's a bit of a like
Yeah.
Impressive number.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was going to say like lucky number for me because it's random, but
Yeah. So
Wow.
she has 39 Grand Slam titles, which
That's
puts her
insane.
Yeah.
joint third on the all-time list.
But it's singles and double, like it's everything,
It's
right?
like
That's
everything
why.
combined. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
that
I
makes
knew,
sense.
I think she had like
24
20
singles.
23 or
Or 20,
24.
and 23 she was
Yes.
going for
Singles.
24.
Yes.
Oh,
so
so that-
23
yeah.
singles, 14 women's doubles, and 2 mixed doubles.
That's why.
14 doubles.
You guys had one of the numbers down.
Yeah.
So she's
You know
also, this one was cool.
Do I get
She's
it
the
for
most,
closest? I'm joking.
I'll
it's
consider. She's the most recent player to have won a Grand Slam title on each surface. So hard, clay, and grass in one calendar year, which was 2015. And I just thought that was cool that, I mean, that's a really statsy thing. I never would have
Yeah.
thought to consider
about-
all the surfaces,
yeah.
but that was cool.
yeah.
And she's the most recent female player to have held all 4 Grand Slam singles titles, that's a lot of words, simultaneously. So she did it in 2002 and 2014, and she's the 3rd player to achieve this twice. So that was a lot of records right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't give anyone that one because
Yeah.
no
one's got it
offense,
right.
guys. Okay, this one is definitely a name I would hope you guys know. It's not one of the mainstream sports, but it's a cool one. So, which driver is the only female to have won an IndyCar Series race? Do you want 4 options?
Can I guess?
Yes, because I have no idea.
Oh, wait, let's see if
Oh,
Kennedy...
a confident guess? Okay, sure, why not?
Is it Danica Patrick?
Ding, ding,
Bang.
ding. Yay!
How'd you know that?
Because she's married to my favorite football player in the world.
So, although she has never won a NASCAR Cup race, she did win the Indy Cup race in 2008 in Japan. Yeah, that's funny. I was going to say my other options are are, again, this is one of those questions I didn't even really know the other name, so if I was answering it, I would have said Danica Patrick.
Yeah, I
that was
also don't know
process
any other
elimination.
female racers, so
Yeah,
like
true.
I was just kind of taking a guess because I knew she was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Okay, so that's 1 point for Kennedy. All right, so we're going to go over to winter sports. How many overall world championships has Lindsey Vonn won? And your options, it's another number question. Your options are 5, 4, 8, or 2.
I think I'm gonna go with 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 5.
Oh, I was gonna say 5 too.
Okay, Elizabeth. Yay.
Oh, okay.
Really? Okay. I think I read that somewhere sometime maybe. I don't know why. I just
It
had
just
the
sounded
number
really
4
familiar,
in my
yeah.
it just sounded familiar.
So, yeah, she has 4 World Cup champions. And she's the second highest super ranking of all skiers, men and women. I love when the stat is like,
I
she's the
know.
first this out of men and women.
Yeah.
She's one of just 2 women to have won 4 World Cup overall championships after winning in 2008, 9, 10, and then also 12. And she holds the record for 8 World Cup season titles in downhill. And she's the first American woman to have won a gold medal in the Olympics for downhill skiing, which I didn't know. It didn't seem like...
Yeah.
I feel like skiing is a pretty evenly
Yeah.
male and female sport, so that was cool to see.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and who doesn't like Lindsey Vonn? I don't know.
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel like she's
she's
kind of
awesome.
cool.
She's a queen.
Right? Didn't she propose to...
Aaron Rodgers.
I wouldn't be
No.
surprised.
Oh no, that's Danica Patrick.
Yeah, I was like, wait,
Oh,
what?
I'm still on the last
Surprised her.
question.
Um,
I'm like, I don't know. Oh, PK Subban.
Yeah, didn't
That's
she
it.
propose?
Yeah, I think so. Oh no, I think he did first, and then she
Oh,
did
darn.
They did
after.
that
I don't
little
know.
video on Instagram.
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
she's,
it was like a
flashing
weird-
through
Either
it.
way, what a power couple.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is a hard one, so I'm going to give you guys names because I don't think
Okay.
anyone will get it. But it's just a kind of cool stat. So this American swimmer gave birth to her son in 2015, and then the next year she claimed 3 medals, gold, silver, and bronze at the Olympics. And your 4 options are Amanda Weir, Dana Vollmer, Natalie Collin, and Maya Durado.
Can you read those again?
I'll just say, okay, yeah. Amanda Weir, Dana Vollmer, Natalie Coughlin, and Maya Durado.
I'm gonna say Natalie Coughlin.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
The last one.
the
Maya?
first one.
And Amanda. You guys each guessed one, except you didn't guess the right one.
Wow,
That's nice.
So
Look at that.
Dana Vollmer, she had
Oh,
her
her
son
name
in
does not sound
2015.
familiar
No,
at all.
but that's the thing. None of those names
Oh,
did, to
yeah.
me at least.
Yeah.
So
I
this is
said
hard
it's
one.
literally
Went with
never
the
heard of
best
any
one.
of them.
Yeah. She had her son in 2015.
Yeah, I
And in
had
her
no
career, she
idea.
had 5 gold medals, a silver, and a bronze at the Olympics between 2004 and 2016. So
Damn.
go her.
I know. I love when people come back after having kids and
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
It's
just prove to the
insane.
world, like, oh, we're not done yet. Like,
When I was looking up questions for this quiz, actually, there was a whole quiz online about like moms in sport kind of thing, and all the different like stats and medals and stuff that
That's cute.
women have accomplished after giving birth. Which, as
That's
we all
pretty
know,
cool.
the whole like Serena Williams catsuit as one is just that's
Yeah.
so cool that she was able to do that. But even
Yeah.
with swimming, I feel like that's a hard one because you have to be very
Yeah.
nimble.
it's like, what hydrodynamic?
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
I feel like
So
any
yeah,
sport,
yeah.
it's just
yeah,
insane.
true. Oh,
yeah.
of course, yeah. But that's a cool one. So don't forget that name, Dana Vollmer. I'm maybe
Okay.
saying it wrong, but
Oh.
okay. Next question.
Well, we all guessed the wrong name, sorry.
This one I would hope you guys all get the right one. So I'm not going to give you the options.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Because I feel like it's
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
no pressure. Okay.
Ella believes in us, oh boy.
At the 2012 Olympics in London, which U.S. Olympian named the Flying Squirrel won the all-around gymnastics gold medal at age 16?
Gabby Douglas.
Damn it, Elizabeth.
Yeah. Okay, so just as a little background, like I said, I had a feeling that was going to be pretty obvious. I didn't even know that was her nickname, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know?
I didn't know it
Is
was
there a reason
hers.
why?
I think I actually don't know, but she just like she had a lot of like so she jumped really high and
True.
she
Because
yeah,
I heard
like
that
her
nickname before. I didn't know it was associated with her. So I'm
her
like,
her special skills were like jumping really high, and she just like had a lot of power. So maybe that's why, but I'm not sure. I knew that was her nickname. I don't
Yeah.
know why, to be honest.
So that event, she made history by becoming the first woman of color to win that event. And then that year, the U.S. gymnasts also got the name the Fierce Five, which we all know. And, okay, so I remember, this was 2012 Olympics in London. This was just a super random fact that I remembered when I was writing this yesterday. Gabby Douglas's last name, so Douglas, is an anagram that spells gold USA. So everyone was like, oh my God, conspiracy, she's going to win gold. And then she did.
Yeah.
And I was
my
like,
God.
oh, this 12-year-old me was shocked.
Yeah. Damn.
I've never heard that before. That's cool.
Yeah, I never heard of that
I
before
love when
either.
like people like figure stuff
Figure
out
stuff
like that.
out like that,
It's
and
the
it's
most
like, what?
random, and you're like, but it works, and now that makes it real. Like that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
cool.
the end.
Okay, next question. Which female tennis player famously beat the former men's champion Bobby Riggs in what was known as the Battle of the Sexes? Your four options. Oh,
Yeah,
you
say
already
don't
know?
know. Say the options because
Okay, okay.
I was gonna say I will know her. I will recognize her name.
And I think everyone should know this after Bianca Andreescu, because this athlete was very big in supporting Bianca on Twitter and stuff. So you'll probably know it as soon as I say the names. But your four options are,
Yeah.
and I'm going to say this one wrong, Monica Seles, Margaret Court, Billie Jean King, and Chris Evert.
Billie Jean
Billie
King.
Jean King.
Yes. I'll give you guys 0.5 for that one.
I guess so too.
Elizabeth's like, I was late, but yeah. So in 1973, former champion Bobby Riggs attempted to
sick name,
beat
too.
top female tennis players, only to have King easily beat him in front of an audience that included 90 million television viewers. In addition to her success on the court beyond the Battle of the Sexes, Jean also formed the Women's Tennis Association, which I didn't know until I did this research, but that's cool. And she was an advocate for equal payouts for men and women.
She did a lot for
Oh, she
men.
did,
Like
100%.
yeah,
Yeah, and I just remember
Equal pay in that
with
time.
all of the Bianca stuff going on last summer, Billie Jean King was very
supportive.
yeah, which is really nice to see.
Yeah.
And there's so many pictures of them together. It's so cute. Okay, next question. Again, another one that I don't think you guys will get, so I'll name the four names, and it might just be a guessing game, but that's okay. This is kind of fun
Hopefully
one.
one of us gets it this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, which triple Olympic gold medalist in track and field also suffered from severe asthma? 1, Lolo Jones. 2, Florence Griffith Joyner. 3, Jackie Joyner Kersey. I don't know if they're related. They both have the same last name. And Allison Felix.
I'm gonna go with B.
So Florence Griffith Joyner.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go D.
Allison Felix.
Yep.
I'm gonna try.
A.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
boy.
don't. I have no idea, but like, I'll.
If it's C, I swear.
It's C.
How?
So Jackie Joyner Kersey, she was diagnosed with asthma
Which
as a
one
college
did you go?
athlete.
Which one was hers? Sorry.
The
other one that
Kennedy
sounded
picked
some.
Florence Griffith
Oh.
Joyner. Yeah, so it was Jackie Joyner Kersey. This was in the 80s, so it was a long time ago. But despite her illness, she went on to become the first American woman to set world records in multiple event competitions, and she's considered one of the best athletes in history. She won 2 gold medals at the Olympics in 1988 and gold and bronze in 1992.
Cool. I feel bad for
Well,
not knowing her
now
name.
I know that. Yeah, I had no idea.
None of those names though. I'm assuming all the other names are athletes. Like you didn't just make up names.
Oh no, they're definitely all people.
Okay,
Like
I was
Lolo
gonna say I feel
Jones-
like bad that I don't know that many of
Yeah.
the ones. Yeah.
No.
I was gonna say, if you're
Well,
like
it's
making
also-
up names and I'm guessing one, I'm gonna feel really bad about myself.
No. But like I said, for like swimming or track, like,
Yeah,
there's a
they-
lot of
yeah.
names you don't really know, so it's okay. Okay, this one is a fun one. WNBA question: which WNBA player was the first to be named the MVP for the regular season, the All-Star game, and the playoffs in the same season? Which, when you think about that, regular
That's
season, All-Star,
impressive.
and playoffs,
Yeah.
That's
all at
pretty
once.
cool.
Okay, so your options are Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie, Tamika Catchings, and Candace Parker.
Lisa Leslie.
Okay.
Say
Cheryl Swoops, I think that's a typo. My bad. Lisa Leslie, Tamika Catchings, and Candace Parker.
I'm gonna go with C.
Okay.
I feel like. Wait, can you name that again?
Cheryl Swoopers, Lisa Leslie, Tamika Catchings, and Candace Parker.
I'm gonna go with Lisa Leslie too. I think.
Lisa Leslie, yay! Okay, so Elizabeth.
Good job, guys.
That was a little high five across the table. So, In the 2001 season, Lisa Leslie was awarded the regular season All-Star Game and playoff MVP, and she was the first player to achieve that success. She was also a member of the U.S. team that won gold at the Olympics in, wait for this, in 1996, 2000, 2004, and 2008,
Oh boy.
which is like
my
over,
God.
That's pretty insane.
yeah, like
Yeah,
over almost a 10-year career.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I thought that name sounded familiar, but I was like, I don't know.
All right. This one's a cool one, and I think this is one you guys will definitely probably know, I hope. Okay, which soccer goalie holds the record for the most clean sheets in U.S. history? Emma Byrne, Stina Likey Peterson, Melissa Barbieri, or Hope Solo?
Oh, Hope Solo.
Okay, Emma says Hope Solo. Kennedy?
I'm going to go with Hope Solo as
Hope
well.
Solo.
I mean, I was gonna say Hope Solo too. So
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, so Hope Solo was a
As
goalkeeper.
soon as that was an option, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that has to be her.
So she was the goalkeeper from 2000 to 2016, and she is still looked at as one of the top 5 female goalkeepers in the world. She has billions of records.
Yeah, she's insane.
She is cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a soccer person at all, and I didn't know that, but the name sounded familiar, so I just went with it.
Also,
No, I also
that's
like
such
she's
a sick name.
like she's just really cool.
Sounds like
from
Han
what
Solo.
I've like done research.
I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah, neither
but
have
now I won't be able to not think it.
She's also
Okay.
really pretty. Like I swear, like she's I don't know why that's like a interesting point, but she's like stunning. I think she's so pretty.
Aw. Yeah, no, I like
My
Hope
woman
Solo.
crush.
I'm gonna look her up now.
She's really pretty.
Okay, the next one is a piece of women. I would say a piece of sport history in general. Like I feel like
She's
everyone
really-
kind of knows this. I would hope.
Ella,
When you say stuff like that, it stresses me out.
Stop.
'Cause if I don't know it, I'm
I feel
like,
like-
See, the thing is, some of these are questions where I have definitely heard the story and I know what happened, but I just can't recall the name.
yeah.
So that might be these ones. It's definitely
That's
something you
me
guys
with
have heard
everything.
of. But
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, which woman was the first to run the Boston Marathon? Catherine Switzer, Joan Benoit, Bobby Gibb, or Kathy Freeman?
I think it was the Benoit one.
yeah, I
Joan
was gonna say
Benoit?
Joan Benoit sounds
think she was-
familiar.
Okay. I think because I think she was like.
I feel like every
Kathy
single one of those
Freeman
names sounds familiar.
too. Kathy Freeman.
I feel like
The
every name
Benoit.
sounds
because they're all
familiar.
real names, so we've probably like either.
I feel like 1,
heard of
2,
them.
and 4 all sound really familiar to
No,
me.
it's either the Benoit one or Freeman. Because
Final
I heard
answer.
those two.
Ella's face is not.
Yeah, she's
I'll
promising.
say them again. You guys can possibly change your answer if you want. Catherine Switzer, Joan Benoit, Bobby Gibb, or Kathy Freeman?
Bobby Gibb. That one sounds.
Why do they all sound right? Like,
I'm gonna stick with my
I
B.
don't know.
I'm gonna stick with my original answer.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Freeman, but I don't know.
Oh my god, Elizabeth.
Okay, it's Catherine Switzer. She
Oh,
was the
great.
first.
That was A.
I was thinking about changing to that, but then I was like, I feel like she's an athlete for a different sport.
Yeah.
It's tricky though
So I
because
just didn't. Like Switzer, I don't know what that name is. It just sounds like
not.
But the
running.
hard
Like,
part
not
is
running.
you guys all know the story of the woman that ran
Yeah,
illegally, like
yeah,
when women
yeah.
weren't allowed to run.
Yeah.
So Bobby Switzer was technically the first female to officially run it in 1967, but she
Oh.
registered with the initials KV to hide her gender. And then Bobby Gibb ran without an entry in
That's why her name sounded familiar.
1966 after being denied because she was a woman. And then it took until 1972 for women to officially be able to enter the race.
jeez, that's
so
like not
Kathy
even that
Switzer
long
was
ago.
I know.
I know.
That's insane.
And then, okay, this is a fun one. Follow up for that.
Oh.
Which female was the first to win the Boston Marathon? So now that you know, it was 1972
maybe it
when the
was-
woman was actually
Okay.
able to enter a race.
God.
So Joan Benoit, Rosa Mota, Greta Waits, and Catherine Switzer. So Joan
My
Benoit,
God.
Rosa Mota, Greta Waits.
I'm gonna go with
Catherine
Benoit
Switzer.
for that one.
Okay.
I was gonna say there has to be a reason why I thought it was her.
I'm
so-
I'm gonna go Benoit too, because there's no Freeman in this one. So
So Benoit all around.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, so the women's marathon.
no, yeah, go
Oh.
ahead. Sorry.
The women's marathon, it was an Olympic sport in 1984. That was the first year, and Joan Benoit won after an impressive return from knee surgery. So not only was it like the first time women could compete,
She was also coming off
Who's
of an injury.
Freeman? That sounds so familiar. I don't know why.
I'm looking it up for you.
Good,
So I can
thank
give you a
you.
little stat. So she's an Australian former sprinter.
Okay, yeah.
She did 400 meters.
Okay, name sounded really familiar.
But she's born in 73, so she was not around
Yeah.
for this time.
Okay.
It's like,
Doesn't make sense.
Okay.
And then the backup, so Jean Benoit won, like I said, and then she finished at, every time I see this how long a marathon is, I want to cry. 2 hours, 24
my
minutes, and
God.
52 seconds.
I'm like, I remember running for like a half an hour in high school, and I thought I was gonna die.
the world.
I
yeah.
No, I ran for
Like-
half an hour, and I
like,
thought I was like the next.
My
Usain
teacher would
Bolt.
be like, literally, my teacher would be like, "Oh, we're going out to the track. We're gonna do our half-hour run," and I'm like, "Why? I don't want to." And I felt so sick when I ran the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Let's go. I'm an
I know.
athlete."
If you watch like when they finish the race, they literally like fall, and I'm like, that
Oh,
makes
I know, they
like,
collapse.
like perfect sense because your body.
I literally wanted
2 hours. Of
I literally
know.
wanted to collapse after 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. I stop and I'm like, "Whoo."
Yeah.
Thank God
you feel
that's
like
over.
your body's like going into like shock mode. Like I feel like I'm like, oh god.
Thank God that's over.
One of my friends, I've done the like Mud Hero, like kind of like Tough Mudder
Oh,
with
yeah,
him
yeah.
the past couple of years, and he was just texting me this morning asking if I wanted to do it again. And last time we did it was 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, it was right before university, and it was 6K. But then they have all the like extra like walls you have to climb and things you have to hop over
Right.
and stuff like that. But it's fun because it's through a forest and there's like obstacles. Like it's not like if I were to run 6K
And it's not, like, super
down Yonge
competitive, though,
Street,
too.
I would hate
Oh,
doing that
right,
because
right.
you're looking at like the same. Like obviously Yonge Street's very interesting, but like you get what I mean.
Yeah.
You'll
It's a lot
also
more-
like get choked by all the smoke and
True.
gas.
But he was like, let's do the 10K. And I'm like,
Question.
but maybe not. I don't run.
Yeah.
But I ran the 6K fine because you're
But
doing
you
other
also
stuff.
have
I don't do
fun,
that.
right? Yeah, because I
Exactly.
feel like it's a mixture.
So I'm like, I don't know if it's too brave
I've
to do the
done,
10K.
I feel like if you just are both like chill to like get whatever time,
yeah.
then
I've
No,
done
I don't-
like
I think
mud
you should
runs.
do it. Yeah.
I've done like mud runs and stuff with my hockey
Yeah.
team, and like
They're fun.
those are really fun. But like I find I don't really run. Like
Yeah,
we
you're
kind
kinda
of
just-
Yeah.
The last time I did one, we were like given flags, and
Oh.
there was like you get to like these stations, and there's people that are trying to like take your flags, and you have to like. I don't really know what happens if you lose them all because no one on my team did. But like I remember my coach said like our trainer that year, he was like, if she comes back with all 3 of her flags, you guys don't have to skate for a month. And we're all like, oh, so like, so like we'd start like she'd lose one and we'd just like pass her one because my coach didn't come with us. So we'd just keep like feeding her flags. so
None
that-
of you guys have legs but her. It's like something suspicious.
Yeah, literally.
happened.
No, like we all came back with at least one, so like that's good. But she
Yeah.
came back with 3, so we didn't skate for a month. It was great. But after that month was up, it
Yeah, I
was-
feel like those
it
end
was
up just
tough.
being more fun than like
Yeah.
just straight running.
It was
That's
a
why
lot
I
of
cannot
fun.
imagine marathons though.
Yeah.
Like that's very impressive, and the fact that it took that long to have a women's marathon. I don't know. That's dumb.
and that she
Yeah.
came off like of an injury, which means she probably
Yeah.
wasn't training like for that time she was injured as
Yeah, that's insane.
and especially knees and running. I mean,
Yeah.
knees
Oh my
in like
God.
almost every sport. Or
I feel like knees are affected by
Painful.
like literally everything.
Yeah.
Like I play hockey and I have bad knees. Like
and
what
that's
does
not even a
hockey
sport
do
that's
for knees?
known for. Yeah.
I
for
mean,
the
like I
knees.
guess I play lacrosse too and like rugby, so that's running. But like hockey's
Yeah.
my main one, right?
Yeah.
So
no hockey. I swear you can get bad. Like
Oh, you
isn't it-
definitely can.
You can,
but it's
for
not
sure.
known for
it's mostly
Oh.
like goalies. Like I know a lot of
Oh, 'cause
goalies
they're
have
falling
bad
on their
knees.
knees and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're always like crouched.
They're always
I mean, I
squatted.
guess
Well,
we're always
every time I
squatted
see
That's what I'm
too,
saying. I swear, like all hockey players have bad knees.
but- Yeah, pretty much we do.
So then it
It's a good
definitely is a important. Like,
I mean, it's
or,
more
like,
known
a major
for
injury.
like I guess it's more known for like giving you bad hips because of
Oh,
like
okay,
the
fair.
motion
That makes
of
sense.
skating.
Okay, I've heard hips.
But
yeah.
like I have bad knees and bad hips, so let's go.
Look at this segue. Speaking of ice sports,
Dun, dun, dun.
here's one for figure skating. We do have one, Elizabeth. So, who was the youngest woman to win individual ladies single category in the figure skating competition, and at what age? So I'm going to give
Ever?
you. Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the name and the age.
okay.
So I'm kind of trying to trick you, but
Wait, what? Can you repeat the
yes.
question?
So I want the answer for the youngest woman to win an individual ladies singles category.
Okay.
So it's a very young age. Okay. Tara Lipinski, 15. Nancy Kerrigan, 11. Michelle Kwan, 18. And Christy Yamaguchi, 15.
What was the
The
first one?
last name.
gonna
She's a
say it
fig- like,
again.
she sounds super familiar.
Say it again, yeah.
You would definitely know all of these people. They're all
Yeah.
pretty big skaters. So Tara Lipinski, 15. Nancy Kerrigan, 11. Michelle Kwan, 18. And Christy Yamaguchi,
I'm
15.
gonna go with B.
I'm
You're gonna
gonna
say
go
Nancy
with
Kerrigan?
Tara.
I'm going
What
with
was her name?
A.
Okay, so Kennedy said
let's
Tara
say-
Lipinski, 15.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Elizabeth
say
says
that too.
Tara Lipinski, 15. Emma, you said
be 11.
Nancy
Yeah.
Kerrigan.
Nancy Kerrigan, 11. Okay, so it was Tara Lipinski, so that's a point for
50.
Elizabeth and Kennedy.
Because like you can
I'm
only
definitely
win.
losing.
The youngest age you can win is 15. You can't
Oh, I
win
did know
younger
that.
than that.
She just sounded really familiar,
Nancy,
that name.
Isn't she the one that
Yeah.
got like beat on or something?
Yeah, she
like
was
her
in the
legs
whole
broken or something.
Tanya Harding thing.
Yeah, that.
Oh.
That's why I'm saying all these names are very familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
like
so-
I
No, I
recognized
actually
her
knew
name.
all those names, but I didn't know which one was the
I
youngest.
recognized her name because of that, but I thought 11 sounded a little young. So
Yeah.
There were like quite a few though who won. Oh, Olympic. Oh, never mind.
Okay, so 1998, Tara Lipinski won the gold medal in the individual ladies single category. And at the time, she was 15 years old, and she's also the youngest world champion, winning the title a year earlier, which makes her only 14, and she's
Jeez.
already winning world champion
Wow.
competition.
That's insane.
Could you imagine like competing against her like normally,
I know.
and then this girl goes to the Olympics
Yeah.
and this world championship and wins at 14 and
Yeah.
15? I'd be like, well,
Well,
I'm gonna.
I
I'd just
always-
quit. I'd just be like, I don't have a chance.
I always get surprised. There's always someone around, like 16 to 19 in the Olympics, that usually
Yeah.
doesn't do amazingly well or anything, but just looking at the size of them, like, not that they look small, but they just look so, like, not
look small.
developed because they're
Yeah.
children, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of children, I know I sent it to you guys last night in the group chat, but
my
for anyone listening, there was this video from the CBC 2 years ago, I believe. It's so funny. They just took like a whole bunch of like little, I don't know, how old did they look? Like 2-year-old kids.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that
probably
was so
like probably
cute.
3. I would
Yeah,
say.
2 to 3-year-old kids that they like put on skis or like put on curling ice and just let them do their thing, and then they put really serious commentary over it, and it was just so cute. Okay.
Yes, thanks for sending that. That definitely made my morning.
Yeah, that was cute.
All right, we have a couple left. So, which WNBA player was the first to win Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same season? So, for WNBA, I find there's a lot of overlap in awards and stuff. So, this one's a good one. So, first Rookie of the Year and first MVP. Your options are Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie, Sue Bird, and Candace Parker.
I feel like it's not going to be the same as the last one. So,
Can you repeat the people?
but it could be. So,
I don't know. I was
So-
gonna ask to repeat the question. Sorry.
Yeah, Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie, Sue Bird, and Candace Parker.
Did
Candace
what? Sorry, what was the
Parker.
question?
That
The
sounds
first to win
familiar.
Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same season.
Rookie of the Year and MVP. Okay.
Candace Parker.
I'm gonna
Because I
go
feel
with
like
that
it's not
too.
the same as the first
Lisa,
WNBA
yeah.
question.
So Kennedy's Candace Parker, Elizabeth is
I think so too.
Candace Parker, Emma,
Oh no, I don't know. What was C?
Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie, Sue Bird, and Candace Parker.
Oh, the first one. She was in the first batch of names too.
Okay,
A.
it's Candace Parker.
Let's go.
Emma.
You know what?
I'm kidding. So in 2008, she won MVP and
literally-
Rookie of the Year. So that was the first time a WNBA player won both in the same season, and she earned another MVP award in 2013 and won the WNBA Finals MVP award in 2016. And she plays for the Los Angeles Sparks in the WNBA. She was the first overall pick in 2008, which is cool. Okay. This one is another repeated name, so now you'll know who she is. And I actually, the main like mall in Etobicoke, Sherway, I was there with a couple of my friends on our grade 12 grad skip day. I don't know why we didn't do something more exciting, but we went to
It's
the
okay.
mall.
I literally laid in bed on my skip day and just didn't go anywhere. So,
Yeah, but we're walking around the mall and I'm like, isn't that Lolo Jones? And obviously my friends who like don't follow sports were like, what? Who's that?
Yeah.
And I like went over and I was like, hi. And I always hate.
Oh, I'm
I
glad,
hate
I'm glad you
bothering
did that because I
athletes,
feel like
yeah.
it's the way you did it. Like if you were like, oh my god, and like
Yeah.
made a huge scene,
Yeah.
Yeah.
versus like, hello, I know who you are,
But
and
it's
then
always
walk
so
away, like-
awkward when you like, because I think the way I worded it was probably like, are you Lolo Jones? When like
Oh.
obviously she is.
Yeah.
But she
No,
was
I
like,
know.
yeah, I'm here
Everyone
for like
always asks,
rehab and
"Are you?"
stuff. Which
Aw.
I was like, oh, 'cause she's American, so I was very
Yeah.
surprised.
No, that was my first question. Why was she there?
Yeah. Okay, so the question. For what event does Lolo Jones hold the American record? Indoor 60 meters. This is track, by the way. Indoor 100 meters, 100 meter, or 60 meter hurdles.
Does she do hurdles?
What was the second option?
Indoor 100 meters.
what's the difference between indoor 100 meters and 100 meters?
Like outdoor.
You were asking the wrong question.
think.
No, I
guess
know,
it's
but
just-
like it's still
yeah.
100 meters.
I'm not really sure.
Maybe it's what they
why.
run on. Like I
True.
think indoor could be
Surface?
like the surface is bouncier. I again, yeah, don't know, but I think.
Indoor 100 meters.
I'll do 100 meters.
Like
I'll
outdoor?
do 100 meters. Yeah.
Okay, so you're
Did
gonna
you
say
do hurdles?
regular
I'm gonna
100?
say hurdles.
Emma's gonna go 60-meter hurdles, and Kennedy
I said indoor 100.
indoor 100. Okay, so
Tell me it's the one that none of us said again.
it is.
Oh, okay. So she didn't
Guys,
do
we're
hurdles.
so bad.
Fun.
So she is the 3-time USA indoor champion. She holds the current record for indoor 60-meter with a time of
That's nice.
7.72, like 7 seconds.
Oh my God.
72 milliseconds.
I don't even think I could run like half of a football field in 7 seconds. Like, you'd be lucky if I get to
She's
like
insane.
the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I would definitely probably fall like halfway through.
She also, so her humor is
No, she's
so
really
funny.
cool.
She's very, very, very fit. Like if you look at pictures of her, it's like holy crap. But her, I guess she's like super Christian, which is fine. But her bio is holding out till 41 because there needs to be a movie sequel to the 40-year-old virgin.
Oh my God.
Like icon.
Oh my
She's so
God.
funny. So yeah, she's super sarcastic and just her confidence on Instagram and stuff. Like
Yeah.
she'll make stupid videos and post them without being embarrassed about them or anything, which is cool.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that that's her caption proves that she does not give a shit about anything.
Yeah.
Like,
So she also claimed the record while becoming the first woman to claim back-to-back world indoor titles. And to make her even cooler, she's a winter and summer Olympian. So she
Oh,
is
I
a
always love
hurdler
that.
and
She does do
runner.
hurdles.
She does both.
I
Yeah.
knew she does hurdles.
And she's a bobsledder, which I guess for track makes sense to go from track to bobsled, just because it's a lot of leg movement.
Yeah, it depends what
and stuff,
position she
right?
is for
Yeah.
bobsled. That she
Yeah.
could have been the runner. I knew she did hurdles. I'm less mad at myself. Okay.
That one's fine. All right, this one is cool. We're going to go to soccer now. So the U.S. has won the most Women's World Cup titles with 4, which is the only other country to win the tournament multiple times. Brazil, Germany, Japan, or Norway.
What was the question?
The U.S. has won the most Women's World Cup titles with 4, so they've won 4 times, which is the only other country to win multiple times, so more than once. Brazil, Germany, Japan, Norway.
I want to say Germany,
Okay.
but I'm also questioning Brazil.
Right, both
I'm
of those
gonna
countries
say-
are major soccer.
I'm gonna
gonna
say Brazil.
I'm going to stick with Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Germany.
Okay, it was Germany. So
Yes.
Germany's won twice in
Oh, no.
2003 and 2007. USA won 1991, 1999, 2015, and obviously 2019.
2019.
And Japan and Norway have won once each. So, okay. Ooh, someone is taking the lead by 0.5.
Kennedy? Yeah.
Speaking of soccer, I think this is a good time to update quickly while we have time. The
Oh.
U.S. women's national team pay race.
Where all that's going.
Rude.
We're all shaking our heads over here. So I just like the title of BuzzFeed really caught my eye when BuzzFeed's also not the place I would normally go for this, but
Fair.
they have the stats and everything. So the caption is literally U.S. Soccer Federation argued that the women shouldn't be paid the same as men because they're less skilled. Let's just moment of
Brutal.
silence, please.
Okay, yeah, I would understand if they.
She's about to go off.
Brief moment of silence. Elizabeth gets up and just goes off.
I would understand if they said we're not gonna pay you as much because your fan base isn't as big and
Yeah.
you don't generate as much revenue. I would understand that.
But skill?
But yeah, skill.
They are better. Like, they've won more. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, I think
It's just because they're not bringing in, like, the same amount of eyeballs, I think. But, like, well, if you can't go skills.
It's because people are still sexist and don't want to watch women's sports. Like, Jesus.
Thanks for listening. Bye, guys. See you next week. That's our final note. I'm going to read the caption that goes with it because it just has all the stats
Right.
and stuff. So, court documents filed in the U.S. women's national team equal pay trial show that the U.S. soccer lawyers are arguing that under the Equal Pay Act, the job of a men's national team player carries more responsibility within U.S. soccer than the job of a women's national team player. They also pointed to indisputable science, don't know what that means, to argue that women should be paid less because the men's team requires a higher level of skill.
Indisputable science. So, like,
I don't
is
get
that
what
like
they're trying to say with
science that you can't
Like genetics?
argue against?
I don't.
Like, what?
So the funny thing about this is that since 2015, the U.S. women's team games have generated more revenue
Okay.
than the men's. Look
at that.
And the U.S. women are asking for some $60 million back in pay for what they claim in U.S. soccer's violation of the Equal Pay Act. And
I don't get it. Like, I
I know.
They're both playing soccer. Mm-hmm. They should be getting the same, like, amount of money for playing
Yeah.
soccer.
Not only just soccer, but like any sport.
Yeah,
like same with like basketball,
of
women's
course.
hockey, women's.
But I'm saying like
whatever.
I don't understand about all this. Like it should be that simple. You're both performing the same job.
I honestly, I understand why they're not getting paid as much. I mean, I don't understand like the skilled part. Like you can't say they're less skilled, but you know, like some women's sports, especially some women team sports, don't generate as much revenue because they don't have as many people watching them.
But
and
in this
that's
case,
not,
Yeah,
that's
this
not
case
even the
isn't
case. So that's why
truth.
it's like crazy that they would
weird.
say that. Yeah, I don't know. Kyle just sent me something about the U.S. soccer sponsor, which is Coca-Cola. And they said, we're extremely disappointed with the unacceptable and offensive comments, yes, go off Coca-Cola, made by U.S. Soccer. We've asked to meet with them immediately to express our concerns. The
Yes.
Coca-Cola company is firm in its commitment to gender equality, fairness, and women's empowerment in the United States and around the world, and we expect the same from our partners. I love how that was like low-key a jab at the end. Like, we expect the same from you.
Yeah.
We're disappointed.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
They should be.
Coca-Cola went off.
Yeah. So anyways,
Yeah,
that's...
when you sent that in the group chat, I
know.
was like, I can't even. I can't.
Yeah.
The comments on this post too are so funny. I'm gonna read some of them. Bullshit. You don't see women crying on the field because someone bumped their arm. I was like, ooh. That one had 160 responses, so I'm not gonna go through them. But someone else comments.
that's true.
Actually, it's a what's it called? Verified account.
Oh.
So he comments, just say y'all hate women. I was like, oh. These comments are hilarious.
They're brutally honest.
Yeah, but the number of people saying basically the same thing you were saying, Elizabeth, of like, I get it that the women don't have as much viewers, but they, like, doesn't mean blah blah blah. Like,
Yeah, you
but they
can't
do.
say
They do. Like this past. Oh wait, I can't say that because that's one of the next questions. Never mind. I can't say that.
Wait,
stat.
good to catch yourself.
I know. I almost like gave you guys the answers.
Imagine just says the stat and then reads the question.
I
It's
still
like,
get it wrong.
Oh.
yeah.
Let's do it right now. We'll do that one. Okay, so in 2019, the FIFA Women's World Cup saw a record viewership of how many viewers? All of these numbers are insane. 1 billion, 2 billion,
Oh, boy.
6.8 million, and 1.12 billion.
I'm
Wait,
gonna go with
Can you say them again?
1
Oh, sorry.
billion, 2 billion, 6.8 million, or 1.12 billion.
I'm gonna go with 1.12 just because I feel like I read that somewhere,
Okay.
but I'm not sure.
Fair
I know, but part of me feels like it did reach the billions.
Yeah, 1.12 billion.
Yeah, because
Oh,
there
okay.
was 1 million one
Yeah.
there, right? And I don't think it's that one. I'm just gonna say 1 billion. That was the first option, right?
I'm going to go
Yes.
1.12.
It is 1.12.
Cool.
Let's go.
I was disappointed. Yeah. So the fact that that's 1.12 billion, that's a lot of
That's
people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
That is more than enough viewers and possible chances of revenue. The problem is
Yeah.
when they get those opportunities, they don't take advantage of them. Like if you're getting 1.12 billion people, start selling to them. Start trying to
Yeah.
get them to bring more people. And they do that so quickly with men's sports when they want to create a big deal over an event,
Yeah.
but they don't do it with women. So then of course,
Like,
the
obviously
next
your
year it's not going to
viewership's
be the
gonna be
same
lower.
because you haven't tried to maintain that
Advertise it,
viewership.
yeah.
That's the problem. Like people always complain about like low viewership for women's
Yeah.
sports, but it's like you don't advertise it the same as men's. You don't
Yeah,
like
of
market
course.
it the same as men's. You don't market
When you
like,
do get the
products
potential
and you don't-
viewership, you're not
Yeah.
continuing with it
like,
and
you
trying
don't
to
market
Yeah.
other things as much as you do men's sports. Like obviously you're not going to get the revenue that you want because you're not doing the same thing.
That's why it's good to see
Common
like the
sense.
partnerships like Coca-Cola
Stepping
kind of
up, yeah.
saying like this is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the women, the players have said, I think all they can say, the only other thing they haven't done is say we're not
Yeah.
playing, but I think
Yeah.
they know that that's not going to solve anything. That probably will only
only
make
gonna hurt
things
them,
worse.
yeah.
So I guess it's good that other people are stepping up to also voice their disbelief.
Definitely. So we'll see what happens upcoming. Okay, so who has recently become the first player to reach 2,000 points, 1,000 assists, and 1,000 rebounds?
What
I'm assuming
sport?
basketball?
Yeah.
Okay. When you said rebound.
So
Yeah.
no,
sorry,
it's okay.
in NCAA history, Elena Delle Donne, Sabrina
Ooh.
Ionescu, Natasha Howard, and Brittany Griner.
Wasn't it Sabrina whatever? That's my guess.
Don't whatever her.
Sabrina long last name. I don't,
Ionescu?
yeah, that.
Can
Okay.
you read those
Yes,
again?
Elena Delle Donne. Donne? I'm not sure. Sabrina Ionescu, Natasha Howard, and Brittany Griner.
I think it's Natasha Howard.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. I'm gonna go with Natasha Howard. Sorry, I'm not talking to the mic.
She's lounging over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Elizabeth and Emma, Natasha Howard, and Kennedy said Sabrina Ionescu.
Yeah.
Okay, it was Sabrina Ionescu. So the Oregon Duck senior solidified herself as the best collegiate basketball athlete of all time when she became the first NCAA player, female or male. Again, like we were saying, I love when they throw that in there, to reach 2,000 points, 1,000 assists.
I think whenever
and
you
1,000
name
rebounds.
a female athlete, people just assume it's out of females.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
you name a male, it's like, oh, out of everybody. So they need to clarify that
Yeah,
it's both.
which is fine.
Which is cool, yeah.
So we have 3 left. That's perfect timing. So who is the most decorated gymnast, male or female? I'm going to wait a second because I feel like
Simone Biles.
Yeah.
that's why I didn't want to give you an option. Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm not going to say the names.
Yeah.
Was that what you were going to say, Emma?
Huh?
I heard you go,
Yes.
okay, I'm going to give everyone a point there. Yes. So she, in October 2019, is when she kind of like hit that record. She became the most decorated gymnast at the World Championships, winning the all-time record of 25 world medals,
Yes,
and 19
yeah.
of those were gold. And
That's
she's only
insane.
22 years old.
That's
19 gold medals.
What?
insane. Yeah.
What a queen.
I don't even think I
Yeah,
have
I
that
love
in
her.
all of like minor hockey, never like tournament championships and like low level hockey. Never mind like a world
Yeah,
championship.
yeah, she's insane.
That's
I want to know
ridiculous.
her like training regime. Like I don't know if I just really haven't
She's
like seen it. Maybe it is out there
actually
somewhere,
insane.
but that's
It probably
very
is,
cool.
but yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Probably
like it'd be
pretty
super intense.
rigorous.
yeah.
But at the same time, I think that has to be like in you. Like you have to have a. I feel like all Olympians, they have like whatever like their like sport is. They have like that natural act for
Yeah,
it. But like
yeah.
that's absurd. Like that can't just be all training.
That's gotta
She's
be natural
also
talent,
like
too.
Yeah.
so positive on her social media
Yeah,
and
she's
stuff.
really
I
cute.
love her.
Yeah. All right. Second last question. In February 2020, Baylor Lady Bears college head coach Kim Mulkey became the fastest D1 basketball coach, male or female, to reach 600 wins. How many
Damn.
games did it take her? Here are your 4 options, lots of numbers. 845 games,
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
700 games, 650 games, or 937.
I'm gonna go 845.
Can
Okay.
you read the question?
In February 2020, Baylor Lady Bears college head coach Kim Mulkey became the fastest D1 basketball coach, male or female, to reach 600 wins. How many games did it take her? 845, 700, 650, or 937?
I'm gonna go 845
To get
as
how
well.
many wins? Sorry, 600.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Can you say the numbers again? I'm sorry.
No, it's a lot of numbers. 845 games, 700 games, 650 games, or 937 games.
I'm gonna say 650 and just assume she did it that fast.
You're close.
Oh,
It was
no.
700 games.
No,
So she
okay.
got 600 wins in 700
700
games.
games.
I know, insane. She's also like got the coolest fashion. She always wears like the hot pink like jumpsuit to the
Like, I
games
haven't-
and stuff.
Oh, really? I feel like I haven't seen.
They're so cool. They're
Pictures of
so
her.
cool. She is.
Yeah, I
A
had
fashion
no
icon.
idea about that. Like,
Yeah, I was like, how
Really?
fast could she do it?
I
But
heard the
that's
name.
already pretty fast.
I knew the name and
Yeah.
the record, but I never heard how many games.
Yeah, actually, the stat. Yeah, the number.
700 games.
yeah, I had no
Mhm.
idea.
Look at that. Sorry, I know no one else can see this, but look at that orange
Just
pantsuit.
Google her name in like bright
my
pantsuit.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so cool. And I love also like half of the pictures of her. She just looks so passionate. Like she's so
In it.
into
yeah.
it, which is I don't know. I feel like that's pretty typical in coaches, but I like seeing it.
Yeah.
Okay, last question, and then I have a bonus one, but it's not a female sport. It's just a fun person.
Fun bonus one.
Okay, so this is a long one. In October this year, the NHL will be expanding to Seattle,
Right.
and they've hired former Team USA captain, gold medalist, and Hockey Hall of Famer as one of the team's full-time scouts. Who is it? Here are your 4 options. Haley Wickenheiser, Cami Granado, Tessa Bonhomme, or Angela Ruggiero.
Cami
I
Granado.
was say, isn't it B?
So Cami Granado.
I'll go. Can you?
Haley Wickenheiser, Cami Granado, Tessa
was gonna
Bonhomme,
say-
and Angela Ruggiero.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with B.
You're all right. Yay.
Yeah.
So she's the first female pro scout in NHL history now. And I feel like it's pretty typical for athletes to move up and become like analysts or
Yeah.
some sort of coach or stuff, but scouts it's a cool,
Big.
Yeah.
Big
kind of
step.
different,
It's unusual.
right?
Yeah. It's an unusual
Yeah.
like step up.
Okay, should we do our final question since we have
Bonus
4
one?
minutes? Yeah. So it's
Let's
not
do
like I
it.
said, not a female athlete, but a Canadian athlete that I feel like everyone.
Should know.
Yeah, I stopped. I was gonna say it, then I was like,
Ella.
no, you guys would
All the
probably.
pressure.
We've talked about him before. Okay.
Okay, we have.
Yes. Which Canadian athlete won a silver medal at the 2010 Olympics and now hosts a reality TV show? And what sport does he compete in? So your 4 options. Should I give you options?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Who hosted a reality
Wait. What
TV
was
show?
the silver?
He won a
Wait,
silver medal at the 2010 Olympics.
We have to
Okay.
say the sport.
In
right?
what sport
Yeah.
and what's his name?
Okay.
So John Montgomery luge, John Montgomery skeleton.
Oh,
Trying
come
to trick y'all.
No.
Jack
I was gonna say they're the
Montgomery
same thing. They're not
skeleton.
right. One of them's like head first, one of them's feet first. Is that the
Yeah.
difference?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so John Montgomery luge, John Montgomery skeleton, Jack Montgomery skeleton, or
Oh my
John
gosh.
Montrose
Ella.
luge.
John Montgomery skeleton. Final
Okay.
answer.
Wait, say them again.
It's all the same person.
Okay, John Montgomery luge, John Montgomery skeleton, Jack Montgomery skeleton, or John Montrose luge.
I'm gonna go with the last one. I like the way it sounds.
What's the second last one?
Jack Montgomery skeleton.
What's the third last one?
What? John Montgomery skeleton. Dang, I thought you guys would know this one.
I
Sorry.
don't know this one.
Ella.
Okay,
You're
I'm gonna
making
say
us
it.
feel bad.
I'm gonna say it. It's John Montgomery, and he
Luge.
did. Kennedy's looking at me like skeleton.
Let's go.
So skeleton is the
Feet first.
Head first.
head first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you lie like
The
face
scary
down,
one.
like you literally
The
just like
scary- yeah.
plank on it, you know. And it's always single riders instead of like the
Right, yeah.
group. So he placed second at the 2010 Olympics for skeleton, and now he hosts the Amazing Race Canada. He beat
Oh,
his closest
right.
opponent. This part's the crazy
was thinking,
part.
like, a talk show.
Yeah, I was thinking. You know what I was thinking? A renovation building house one. I don't know why.
I was thinking like a talk show,
Oh
and I was
my
like,
God, now I
what?
feel so
But,
dumb.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now I feel, as soon as she said John
I feel-
Montgomery, I was like, I'm an idiot.
He beat his closest opponent by a 700th of
Of a second.
Oh
like,
my God.
That
That's-
close.
I feel like I
insane.
remember that.
Watching the Olympics for that purpose of just seeing like
I feel
how
like
small
Yeah.
of a like,
I literally
number it
feel
is,
like I remember that though.
You
Like,
probably do.
I
You-
feel like I
his
was so
reaction
young, but,
was
like,
crazy though. 'cause
the only
he-
thing I like genuinely remember from 2010 is the golden goal,
Oh,
and like
fair enough.
That's
on
fair.
both
Yeah.
sides, both sides, like men and women.
Yeah.
But like, I don't like. I feel like I hear about like things that happened that year, and
And
I'm
you're like,
like,
that
I
makes sense,
definitely
yeah.
remember that very
but
vaguely,
not-
but
yeah.
it's there.
Yeah, but his reaction was just so pure. Like obviously he was really looking forward to it, and I think he's a very like. I feel like bubbly is the wrong word, but he's very like
Humble?
expressive. So his
Oh,
reaction
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, "Yeah, hell yeah!" He's like screaming, getting out of it.
No, he's
and
very
his-
outgoing. Yeah.
He celebrated with a beer walk through Whistler. Like he just went
Amazing.
through Whistler and drank beer everywhere.
Aw.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we
Cool.
are done.